Hey everyone, me Kevin here. This video is about what the New York Times just said behind my back. This is the March 28th, 2021 edition of the New York Times. It is the Sunday paper. Inside of it, they have stuffed the New York Times magazine. And when you open up the New York Times magazine to not the first page, but to, we gotta get past the table of contents, right? So past the table of contents, you get to the first article in there is my face. Let's talk about what the New York Times had to say. The easiest way to actually read this is for you to be able to follow along. So, of course, we're going to pull up the story on the iPad, too. Because, after all, we can NFT what's on the iPad. I can't NFT this. All right, folks. So, here we go. Why finance gurus switched their bait from millions to thousands of dollars. Okay. All right. Let's, we get starting off with a little bit of a cynical tone I see here. Let's go into this. Mark your calendar. There's a big day coming on January 9th with the dream of a $2,000 stimulus check not yet deflated. The Southern California real estate broker Kevin Paffrath uploaded a video to his Meet Kevin YouTube channel updating viewers on the status of stimulus. Sitting before an array of glowing LED screens, yep, and pop culture paraphernalia, a star of Mario, and Thor's hammer, yes. Paffrath, I don't know what that means. Wiry white man in his late 20s. How about dude who's 29? With a close crop beard. It's kind of messy, but okay. Leaned into the lights and greeted viewers. Yeah, that's true. Using the earnest eye contact of a veteran YouTuber. He ran through a summary of the situation, the interest at play in Congress, the details of the proposed bill, the tangled qualifications for relief. Out of focus over his shoulders, the monitors reminded us of his Meet Kevin school and sign up for courses to master stocks at the end of the video. We are invited to become more, that's the old coupon, through investing, to subscribe to his channel, and of course, smash the like button. I guess this is a little subtle reminder to always hit the like button, a little thumbs up there in the blue. Big day coming, $2,000 stimulus check, Jan 14. Well, we may as well pull that one up really quick to see what video inspired this. I always think that's interesting. Let's see, Meet Kevin, big day coming, Jan 14. Oh, hey, here it is. Okay.
Hey, everyone.
So, what's interesting about this video is take a look at this. Let me share this here. In this video, I do actually, I go through, it looks like I'm going through the new stimulus package that Biden is proposing to give the full $2,000, which we know is the $1,400 plus up on top of the $600. Oh, wow. Encourages automatic triggers. Yep, we never got that. Ah, this is like a throwback. That's interesting. Mansion. Oh my gosh. You know, right now they're thinking of trying to, well, at least there has been talk about convincing Joe Manchin to become a Republican. And if Joe Manchin became a Republican, it would make him, it would basically flip the balance to 51-49. I don't think it's going to happen. Anyway, we'll keep going back to the article. Wow, okay, cool. So, I mean, that's a detailed video with the, I like the flow charts. I don't know. This video would be just one of dozens about the potential stimulus packages posted that day. Okay, in general. Yeah, not me. I did not post dozens of videos. I posted a lot, but not dozens. Even that evening, many of them from finance influencers like Paffrath, whose pitches normally involve real estate. Well, yeah, back before COVID. Stocks or airline points. True. Credit cards. Oh my gosh, we haven't talked about credit cards in a while. A year ago, they were promising to share their proprietary secrets for achieving wealth. Well, we do that all the time. It's gotta get those wedge deals. Staging monologues in the driver's seats of luxury cars and poolside on cruise ships. So you know what he's talking about is this video right here. It only has 28,000 views. The future of Tesla stock price analysis. February 4th, 2020, before the pandemic. I'm driving in the car talking about Tesla stock price. That's crazy. And then there was one other one, the cruise ship one. The cruise ship one was fun. Passive income real estate. That was good. Here it is. Oh, man. People really enjoyed this one. This one almost has 500,000 views, which is super cool. That was a good video. That's cool. They did reference a couple good videos here, so I like that. All right, let's keep going here. I don't know that I would call it a monologue, but okay. Brian Kim, oh hey, look, shout out to Clear Value here, had previously been explaining tax prep, including how high earners could reduce their obligation. And Rami once raised a complimentary glass of champagne from a first-class airplane seat and offered to explain how he uses airline rewards to get there. You know, I've actually never flown first class, so good for Rami. Now all that has changed. The thumbnails on their channels may have kept their usual style, buffoonish facial expressions. What? That buffoonish, glaring yellow text, but it was videos about stimulus checks that came to dominate their feeds. Okay. They vied for the role of soothsayer before a rapt audience with a seemingly insatiable demand for information about when the government would offer financial relief. I mean, there's so much freaking crap to weed through. I always thought those were helpful. I mean, we haven't been posting these in a while, but yeah, there was so much to unwind or sort of unpack. It was a mess. Personal finance influencers turned out to be natural for this part. They were already performing as the shamans of a core of American mythology. I mean, is this like a World of Warcraft reference? That though the world may be divided into haves and have-nots, the only thing standing between you and the life among the haves was some arcane savvy. This guy's definitely a World of Warcraft player. Look, the only thing standing between poor and not poor is investing. Real estate, stocks, and owning businesses. Because why? Those are the three things that always get bailed out first. And look back at the beginning of the pandemic. What gets bailed out first? Businesses, PPP loans. Come on, everybody gets stimulus checks. The PPP loans, those were the biggest freaking stimulus check that people got. You've gone, obviously, the real estate bailout. Oh, just don't pay your mortgage. Oh, tenants? No, you still owe your rent, but maybe you won't get evicted. And stock market? Come on, we got J-Pow to bail us out in the stock market. It's ridiculous. The influencers exactly like you, they promised. It's just that they had cracked the code and would, in their magnanimity, break a taboo to share its secrets with you. This is a little bit of a cynical tone here. Simply sign up for their classes, buy their books, and use the appropriate coupon code at checkout. I mean, do use the appropriate coupon code at checkout. This is true. Their shift to stimulus content was sudden and significant. But it was merely a change to the type of knowledge in which their enlightened everyman personas were trained. Instead of decoding real estate or cryptocurrencies, they opined on means testing and party politics. Well, the good news is, I talked about everything. I just made more videos. I feel like I still talk about real estate, still talk about stocks, just kind of added stim on top. In Pavrat's case, stimulus check updates began doubling the views of his other doubling his other videos and views. Yeah, I will say, people liked stimulus more than they liked real estate videos, that's for sure. One update became the most popular video on his channel. This one went #1 on trending, 1.1 million views, that's true. For other finance gurus, these updates took over their entire output, or their output entirely. Not mine! Their audiences grew dramatically, but the shift required a tacit admission that the people they had been teasing with paths to affluence had ended up sitting around with everyone else hoping for a check. I mean, I don't know. I play games with some of the people who found me through the stimulus updates. And I mean, it's nice to check in every once in a while and know what the heck is going on so you could play more games. They're good summaries. I spend like 12 to 16 hours a day trying to, produce good summary content, whether it's about the market or stim, but I don't know, man. Viewer demand, I don't know how great this sounds. Viewer demand didn't come, it kind of sounds roasty. Viewer demand didn't come from the upward-bound entrepreneurs at all, it seemed, but rather from those enduring the kind of precarity where the precise timing of the $2,000 deposit could mean keeping the lights on, or the difference between housing and eviction. These audiences didn't want yesterday's news or even this morning's. The slightest budge towards progress was meaningful and welcomed. Yeah, that's true. The output of YouTube updates was relentless. Every hour, a glut of new videos provided the latest on whether the relief was coming and how many dollars were likely to arrive. Pavrath, can we just go with me, Kevin, please? Typically I'm going to start doing that. Me, Kevin, typically uploaded 2 videos a day. Some content makers uploaded 3 or more. There was, often, simply not much to say. Okay, well, that's why I did post other content, too. The key to collecting views was simply to serve as a foil as to what the audience saw as an infuriating lack of urgency from Congress and the president. Lowercase president, interesting. Usually we capitalize president. The YouTubers tended to mimic the calm, authoritative style of cable news anchors, but other than reading other people's reporting off printer paper, there was a little to do beyond trying to match their viewers' exacerbations. Oh, that's pretty rough. I think right here, they're kind of slamming our beautiful flowcharts. I guess they don't like our flowcharts. The visuals comically featuring the same techniques used to press investment schemes, stock images of fanned out $100 bills, oh, I never used that, and tantalizing clickbait of $4,200 stimulus. I don't think I ever talked about $4,200 stimulus. But okay, Meet Kevin has a charisma that cuts through all this. His exceptionally talented, well, apparently I may not be exceptionally talented at reading, I suppose. He is exceptionally talented at talking. Okay, so I think what they're doing is they're merging together a bunch of other YouTube channels here as well. He's exceptionally talented at talking to a camera, a natural salesman. Make sure, by the way, to sign up for your free up to $1,850 stocks when you sign up for Webull. Deposit $100 and get up to 2 free stocks with Webull. Okay, where were we? Somewhere around here. Somewhere around this. Oh, yeah. But when he turns to a flowchart breaking down Biden's stimulus proposal, what might even be sincerity leaks out. Man, the tone of this. Jeez, New York Times. It's like the full-on roast fest here. Judging by the ad hoc community formed in his comments section, his viewers appreciate it. Plus the Bitcoin scammers. Avoid the people telling you to reach out to them via WhatsApp. Jeez. Then you remember the neon advertisements behind him and the exhortations to go from zero to millionaire and beyond. That Meet Kevin, a multimillionaire landlord who once extolled the virtues of misleading tenants and vigorously refusing to rent to people with suboptimal credit scores, has become an exacerbated avatar for emergency economic relief for the neediest, most of whom would be spending it on rent. Feels deeply typically American. I think this person has a very negative view of America. That's kind of sad. I think this is kind of very out of context here. I don't extol the virtues of misleading tenants. I think being honest and having strong communication with your tenants is very, very important. But the only thing that this could reference is the fact that I openly, and we talk about this all the time on the channel and real estate videos, I openly say, do not tell tenants you're the property, or you're the owner. You are always the property manager. Because if you are the owner, you are 10x more likely to be emotionally involved. And when you're a landlord, you've got to remember you're running a business. And so sometimes as a landlord running a business, that means going to the county of LA and saying, look, this is a business decision. I'll take the 80% and I'll waive the other 20% of the rent so that my tenant can get rental relief. That's a business decision. An emotional landlord might get caught, and even though I don't think the city or the state of California or county of LA should be encouraging landlords to take any kind of haircut on rental relief, because that's not the intention of the rental relief programs. When you are a property manager and you portray yourself as a property manager, which you are even if you were the owner, you put on a business hat. When you are an owner, you expose yourself to the potential of emotions getting in the way. Like, this tenant hasn't been paying on time, they're so mean to me or whatever. So no. It is what it is. Business decisions. Maybe somebody lost their job, make business decisions. So it's simply the hat you wear. I don't see that as misleading, but maybe. And vigorously refusing to rent to people with suboptimal credit scores. Well, yeah, I mean, we have a written criteria that says if you're below a certain credit score, we don't rent. That doesn't mean you're a bad person. That doesn't mean you won't pay rent. That's just the system that we've established and that has worked very well. We've, knock on wood, never had an eviction. So, okay, pretty cynical. I mean, they're not wrong. I mean, I guess that's right, but it's very, very cynical, especially when they call that deeply American. In the context they put that in, I feel like this is kind of a not great portrayal here. A CNBC profile reported that Meet Kevin actually makes most of his money not from the industry he built his status on, not from investing or buying rental properties, but his audience himself. his YouTube channel, advertising revenue, and affiliate programs. But the thing is, I'm totally transparent about all of this. If you type into YouTube, meet Kevin, how much YouTube paid me for 31 days, you'll see this right here. And let's see if we just, we'll just 2x it here. Look at this. I mean, in May, YouTube was paying $7,000 to $8,000 a day, up to $9,800 a day. Like, yeah, I do not make that as a real estate agent. I do not make that as a positive cash flow from real estate. Like, the numbers are absolutely incredible what YouTube pays. Now, I have a course, a YouTube course on how I break down how I make my videos and my strategy for making videos and the tech that I use and so on. But yeah, I mean, look, there's no hiding it, and I'm very transparent about this this revenue too. It's a blessing, and this is one of the reasons why I encourage people to start a business, especially related to YouTube, because it is insane. So again, not wrong, just very, I don't know, coming across as if that's a horrible negative. Okay, whatever. Yeah, this confluence of the sincere and the cynical recurs constantly in the stimulus check YouTube. Wait, are they talking about themselves? It serves as a uniquely American need. Even at the height of desperation, nothing can ever dispel the mirage that riches are available to anyone with the work ethic, if you insist a little savvy, and if you insist a little savvy. I mean, I totally think anybody can build wealth. And there are many stories on my YouTube channel about how I started with 9,000. I mean, type this into YouTube. Meet Kevin. Here, we'll do it together really quick. This is a really good one to watch. Meet Kevin. Start with real estate with $10,500. Meet Kevin. Start with $10,500. This one right here, look at that. 858,000 views. How I turned $10,500 into $210,000 at 19 in 90 days. Beginner real estate. You know? How anyone can make $200 in 15 minutes. Easy side hustle. You know, these I'm transparent about how you can build these or accumulate this wealth. In the days leading up to the relief bill becoming law, Paffrath Meet Kevin's stimulus content remained his most popular product. Soon, he was posting videos calming those members of his audience for whom the $1,400 deposit had not arrived. Can the path forward for someone like Paffrath Meet Kevin really lead back to making videos from the driver's seat of a Tesla promising to make viewers rich? Or will what he has seen during this stint, months of tending to a public desperate for news of a couple $1,000s, open his eyes to the possibility of being just another rich person hustling the poor? Wow. Adlon Jackson is a writer from Kingston, Jamaica, who writes about music in New York. This is his first article for the magazine. Screen grabs from YouTube. Okay. Wow. Wow. Kind of harsh. I have to say, though, it is kind of cool. Having this New York Times. Oh, look, it's under reality check. That's cool. It's literally the first thing under the magazine. So you open it up, you get the table of contents and an ad, reality check, and then that's so cool, though. Like, even though it's totally a roast, I mean, this is cool. We did this together. Thank you, everyone. This is super cool. I appreciate all y'all's support. Hopefully you don't think this about me. I mean, that's it's a roast. You know, there's a lot of context missing. It's you know, out of context, the things aren't untrue. But yeah, I don't know. I'd love to hear what y'all think about it. It's a good roast. I'll take it. Thank you, New York Times. I appreciate you. See what the Wall Street Journal has to say next. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about the NYT, and folks, we'll see you in the next one.